Hi, welcome back to Youth Yoga. Let's get started. Today we're going to keep it a little bit slow, more to do with your breath. So let's pay attention to our breath as we get rooted. Come join me. Find a space to yourself, hip width distance apart, soften those knees. Let's inhale, lengthen all the way through the shoulders. Start to tuck the abs in so navel or belly button moves towards the back. Let's exhale, release the shoulders, drop the chin. Inhale, let's lengthen the shoulders back up to the ears, maybe even gaze up while the shoulders are up. And let's exhale, slowly release all the way back down, chin into chest. One more time, inhale, shoulders up to the ears, gaze up. Let's hold the breath. And exhale, slowly release. Relax the shoulders, chin into chest. Let's go ahead and bring the head back up. And let's take our hands and bring them behind the back. And as we bring them behind the back, we're bringing them to the elbows or to the arms where we have a good, stable hold on our arms, maybe our elbows. And while the shoulders are rolled back and down, we're going to get rooted again at the feet and release the head to one side. And let's exhale, release the chin across the chest, all the way over to the other side. Take in a nice deep breath, and as we exhale, let the chin come down across the chest. Inhale, you look forward, ear moves the shoulder. Exhale, release. And inhale, looking forward again. Let's exhale, move the chin down, center chest. Release the arms. Inhale, lengthen the arms up and over. Let's exhale, we're gonna hinge forward, hinge at the hips, tight abs, tight core, flat back all the way to the floor. Hang on to the backs of the legs. Let's even clasp our fingers or our arms and really squeeze tight. Let's go and release all the way down to the floor. Coming into our ragdoll, we're bringing our hands into the arms. And we're just letting our knees soften, hinge one side, then the other. Relaxing the back. Allowing the back to flow with the legs. Let's go ahead and release all the way down. And say yes. And then shake the head no. Bring hands to the legs. Let's inhale and start to come to flat back. Are you okay? Go ahead and go off screen, honey. And we're gonna exhale here, stabilize into the feet. Let's inhale, lengthen all the way up and over. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. As we're relaxed here, knees are soft, let's release the arms all the way down to our sides. As we do, let's get grounded. We're just going to move forward and back, knees soft. We're lifting toes, lifting heels as we move forward and back. So lift the toes as we come back on our heels, and then lift the heels as we come up to our toes. Go ahead and release. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, release those heels, lift the toes. Inhale, let's lift the heels up. And exhale, release. Let's just lift the toes this time. So get grounded in your feet. We're lifting toes up towards the ceiling. And let's exhale, release. So here we've already been up on our heels. Let's allow the body to relax. Breathing in and out of our nose, and we're just gonna drop those heels. So lift heels, just drop them. Let the body go. Just allow the body to be relaxed. So Still taking nice deep breaths in and out of the nose. And let's release, sinking into those heels. So as we sink into the heels and knees are soft, we're gonna try and keep the hips stable right where they're at. We're gonna release the arms, and we're just gonna move back, side to side here, and let the hands go. And as the hands hit lightly, they'll be hitting just right over the kidneys on the back, and then in the front, on the front side of the kidneys. So just a light back to the side and side. Knees are soft. Inhale, exhale through the nose, and we're going to release. Let's go ahead and step it wide. We want to come into sun and moon flowers for coming up in the morning. Let's go ahead and find soles of the feet, toes point out to the side, same direction as our knees. We're going to hinge our hips back, hinge at the knees, make sure knees align with our ankles, and then let's inhale, lift all the way up and over. Our moonflowers, palms forward, exhale, hinge back, draw the elbows into the rib cage. Let's inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale, back down for moonflower, elbows into the rib cage. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. We're gonna turn into sunflower. So sunflower, remember, it's a big round circle, hinging back again, just letting the arms come forward, front, making a full circle, hinge all the way up and over. Again, making that full circle. Option this time, we can hinge forward, keep the back flat, and come closer to the ground here, making a bigger circle. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, sunflower. Option to hinge forward, flatten the back. Making that complete circle. Inhale, lengthen up. And let's exhale, release. Hands all the way to our sides. Inhale, coming up for volcano. Draw the arms all the way up and over. Palms come together. Let's cross the thumbs. Our knees have a softness in them. We're still pressing down to the soles of the feet. Let's go ahead and exhale. Stretch to one side. Lateral flexion. Inhale. Let's lengthen back through center. Tight core, tight abs. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Let's pause here for a moment and exhale. We're going to do a last set with an inhale to the side. And let's exhale back to center. And inhale to the other side. And exhale back to center. Let's release the arms all the way back, making fist for wrist. Come to the low back, and as we do, let's step ourselves back into hip width distance apart. We're pressing into the low back, high glutes. And as we make those fists, we're rolling those shoulders back. Elbows start coming back towards each other. We have that hip width distance apart, soft knees. Tighten your glutes, so squeeze your glutes and press down into the floor and start to lift through the heart. Bringing that gaze up. Taking nice deep breaths as you feel it open through the heart, opening the chest. Breathing in and out of the nose. And let's exhale. We're just bringing that gaze back forward. Take the fingers and interlace them behind the back. Roll the shoulders back. We're coming into our chest expansion. Keep those knees soft. Inhale, lengthen through the heart. Tuck the abs in, and exhale, hinge from the hips all the way down, forward and down. And then let the hands, arms come up and off the back. Nice deep breaths. And let's exhale, release. And as we release, come all the way, hands to knees. Flatten through the back, all the way through the neck, and let's hinge back from the hips. Check in here with your toes. And just keep the hands on the knees for a moment, having that nice flat back. Deep breaths here. And let's exhale, press through the soles of the feet. Inhale, lengthen up and over. And exhale, palms together, heart center. All right, so let's grab a belt. We're gonna come into a balancing pose. So make sure you grab a belt that's really long, and we'll be right back. So hold on a moment. All right, so we have our belt, and we're gonna come into dancer's pose. So let's allow the belt to come all the way down. We're gonna lift one foot, and as we do, it's around the ball of the foot. We still have the bands in each side. We're gonna cross them like an X, and they should be pretty even on each side. So you're getting the ball of the foot right there, crossing like an X. Now we're crossed. Now let's loosen the belt. Bring step forward with the opposite foot. This is the foot that's going to ground us. So now we take a hold of the belt sides, and we have our thumbs in front so that we can start to bend the knee, start to bring it back towards the glute. As we do, bring the hands back to the shoulders. Find balance here, maybe finding a focal point to stare at, tuck those abs in, and let's start to reach the arms up overhead and allow that foot to point up towards the sky. And you're allowing that knee to come back towards the back. So we're lifting through the heart, through the foot, through the arms. Nice deep breaths here. Let's start to exhale. We're going to slowly release that all the way down. Trying to keep balance here. So that felt like a back bend. So we're going to move into the next foot, and then after that we'll do a forward fold to relax the back again. So let's bring it back to the sole of the foot, the ball of the foot of the opposite leg. Remember, we're crossing. So we made an X with the belt, and now I'm going to soften that knee, step through with my opposite leg that is not with the belt. Ground into that foot, find a focal point, and I'm going to start picking up my heel, bending my knee. I'm going to bring the hands to my shoulders here, elbows are out or bent to the side, and then I'm going to start to lift up, lifting up towards the sky, letting the heart lift, letting the foot lift, and trying to draw the knee slightly back. Nice deep breaths here. And let's start to exhale and release that. Bringing that leg, the arms slowly down. So if we felt some of it here in our low back, this is a good time to stretch that out. So let's come back to hip width distance apart. Inhale, let's draw the arms up and over. Remember, we're exhaling, tucking those abs in, having tight core, hinge at the hips, nice flat back as we come all the way down. Taking our time slowly to release again, releasing the arms, knees soft. And just coming into a deep breath here. And now we're gonna move into our gorilla pose. So how we do gorilla, hip width distance apart, soften those knees enough, and maybe even hinge back as we're gonna step on the palms of our hands, and we're coming to the bend in the wrist with the toes. Stepping on the palms of the hands, start to relax the breath and lengthen through the legs. Concentrating on breathing in and out the nose so the body can relax. And let's gently release that. squeezing fists here as we get circulation back into the palms of the hands and fingers. And let's place the palms down and step it back into our downward facing dog. So here we're hip width distance apart, shoulder width distance with the palms of the hands, flattening through the back. And let's exhale, gently bring the knees down. As we bring the knees down, we're going to untuck the toes, bring the glutes all the way back to the heels. And then let's open the knees and come to a wide-legged extended child's pose. So here the knees are open, we're letting the hips open as we start to reach forward and release down. Let's start to come all the way back up. And as we do, let's find knee and hip alignment, and then find our hands right underneath our shoulders. We want to move into cat-cow. So we're going to drop the spine, inhale, press the heart forward, look forward, lift through the tailbone. And let's exhale, coming into cat, navel to spine, reach for the sky with the spine. And let's inhale and drop the spine again, coming in for a happy cow. Smiley face with the spine. And then let's exhale back into our cat. Inhale, coming into that happy cow. Dropping the spine, heart forward, gazing forward. And exhale, compressing cat. Inhale, let's come back and start to stack right above our knees. So we have knees and hips alignment here. And as we stack, we're going to move into our camel pose. So let's bring our fists for wrists again, directly behind that low back, squeeze the glutes, and start to lift back up for camel pose, lifting through the heart. Nice deep breaths here. And let's exhale, release that. As we release that, we're gonna come bring the hands. So I'm gonna face forward again for you. Hip width distance apart. One hand comes down directly under the shoulder. And then we're gonna take the leg that popped up because now we're down at the ground. And we're gonna step that foot right forward. As we step it forward, you keep the hand on the hip. We're gonna take that bottom leg that's still supporting us and kick it straight out behind us. So we have a long line from shoulder all the way to the heel. Let's go ahead and inhale and lengthen that arm up. And exhale, let's bring it back to the hip. Let's soften, bend that lengthened knee. And let's start to lengthen the bent knee, lengthen all the way out, extending now to the back wall, and set it down. As we do, let's inhale, drop the leg again, and exhale, bend the knee, grab a hold, draw it to the chest, and then inhale, back out. Exhale, grab the knee towards the chest, and inhale, back out. Exhale, let's grab the knee last time towards the chest, and inhale, lengthen out. Let's exhale, release. Bring a bent knee again. Let's walk the hands back forward. All fours here. We're gonna inhale into cow as we come looking forward, heart shines forward, and we're gonna exhale into our cat. As we're in cat, let's curl up through the spine, lifting all the way back up and off. Release the shoulders back down. Again, we're going to take the opposite hand now. And remember, it's aligning with the shoulder, aligning with your hip. Bring it down. And remember, the opposite hand is on the hip. And we're going to take that leg that's already lifting off the mat and step it forward. Still finding ankle-knee alignment, toes pointing forward. Take the leg that's on the ground and we're going to extend it back out. Finding that alignment, shoulder, hip alignment all the way through the heel. Nice deep breaths here. And let's start to release that. Knee comes back under the hip. And let's take the leg that's bent forward and extend extend out to the side. So now it gets a turn to lengthen out. Hand back on the hip. Inhale, let's lift the leg. And exhale, grab a hold of the knee, bring it towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lengthen out. And let's exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. And we're going to start to bring it back to camel. Lifting back up. Inhale. And exhale. Now we want to come into gate pose. So we're going to start moving the legs out to the side again. Let's go ahead and move out to one side. Toes point forward. Hip alignment all the way to the heel. And we're going to inhale. That same arm lifting up. And let's exhale, release it all the way to the leg. Inhale, opposite arm comes up. And this time we're gonna exhale, glide this hand down the leg and reach over like you're grabbing a hold of the gate to open. And then let's inhale, lengthen it back up. Exhale, reaching. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And let's exhale, release that. Come back to the hips and knees. Once we're back, we're going to come to the other side. So extend the other leg. Remember, toes point forward, hips right align as the toes point forward. We're going to go ahead and inhale, bring up that same arm. Nice deep breaths as we reach. And let's exhale, bring that hand down to the hip. Inhale, bring up the opposite arm. And as we do, let's take that hand, glide it down that leg as a guide, and start to exhale, reach over to that side. And let's open the gate. As we inhale, we lift back up. Exhale, reach to the side. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, reach to the side. And let's inhale, lengthen back up. Let's exhale, release. Bring that leg back into alignment, hip alignment. And as we come back to hip width distance apart, we're gonna just slowly come into that child's pose, glutes to heels. Let's bring it forward, down, and have a few deep breaths here in our child's pose. To gently come all the way back up, tuck in those abs and surround all the way through, roll the shoulders back. We're going to come all the way to the ground. So you scoot forward that way, I'll scoot forward this way. And we're going to start exhaling, drawing all the way back so that we're on the ground. Squeeze knees, squeeze the knees to the chest. Drop the head and just rock gently left and right. This should feel really good on your back. Let's start to release the head, release the legs, knees are bent, palms, let's open up. Let's allow the knees to fall to one side. And then allow the knees to fall to the other side. Inhale, knees to center, exhale to the side. Inhale, knees to center, and exhale the knees to the side. Inhale, knees to center. Let's start to get ready for our shavasana here. We're going to start releasing through the arms, through the legs. Go ahead and lay down. Nicholas will show us dead corpse pose. So laying down, and remember you can always keep your knees bent, soft, or you can lengthen them all the way out. Whatever's comfortable for you, letting the feet be open. Letting the palms be open, letting yourself relax here, breathing in peace, relaxing the body, and just centering our thoughts. So this would be a good time before, if you could bring a pencil and a paper or a pen and paper. So if there's any thoughts that come into your mind you feel are important or valuable and you don't want to forget, you write it down so we can let go of that thought, so we can let our mind relax. So let's go ahead and take nice deep breaths, relaxing the body and just paying attention to our breath. Observing thoughts, relaxing the mind, relaxing the arms, relaxing the legs. And as we relax, we're deepening into the sand. And the sand feels like velvet. We relax deeper until we hear a little bit of water, like a stream nearby, and the water gets louder. It begins to get so loud you feel yourself, your body, being carried away by the water. As you move through the river, through the stream, the body sways and moves with the water. Till that river or stream merges into the ocean, where you feel yourself expand, feeling limitless. Feeling the ebb and flow. As you move all the way out to sea, where the sun rises and sets. Starts to set, you feel your energy move into the sun, where your energy is bright, warm, relaxes the mind, relaxes the heart. As we move all the way up into the sky, where the birds fly, and our energy moves into a bird as it flies away. The bird flies higher and higher, out into the atmosphere. You feel purified, relaxed. And take a moment to imagine the earth from that point of view. As you're far up into the sky, into the universe, like a star, gazing back down upon your home. So peaceful, so quiet. And then when you're ready, we move back through the universe, come back down through the sky again as a bird flying through the sky. And as the bird finds the sun once again setting, your energy moves into the sun, where you feel strong, and then moving all the way down into the ocean, where once again you feel the ebb and flow of the currents. And as you feel fluid, you move towards the shore, where the waves crash upon the sand. And soon you find yourself lying back again in the warm, dry sand, feeling as if Mother Earth is giving you a big hug. Feeling happy, secure, rejuvenated. Starting to notice the breath. Starting to center our energy back through the spine, back through the body, through our midline. And as we start to feel that breath again, we're starting to bring our limbs back to awareness by bringing movement to our fingers, our toes. And as we bring movement back to the fingers and toes, we take a moment, maybe stretching overhead, contracting the body like a good morning when you wake up. You really take a few stretches here. And when you're ready, you can come to our left side in fetal position. So as we come to left side fetal position, take a moment, maybe give those knees a hug. And when you're ready, you can press into the hands, using that arm strength to bring ourselves all the way back up into easy cross-legged style here. Thank you for joining me and Nicholas. It was great. Namaste. Have a good day.